Hi, my name is Joanna Liss. I'm a senior here at Franklin College, and me and some of my fellow researchers have been performing a study to see how yoga can affect balance in young adults with intellectual disabilities. We recruited 13 participants for our study, those from the Inspire program here at the college, and others from the local high school. For our study, we looked at both dynamic and static balance. For dynamic balance, we had the participants in the pre-test perform the star excursion balance test, and then for static balance, we had the participants perform the stork balance assignment, where you just balance on one leg, both eyes open and eyes closed. So for our study, we had everybody perform the pre-test, and then we divided them up into two groups, the experimental and the control groups. Our experimental group performed 3 weeks, one session a week of a yoga intervention on a DVD that shows a lot of other young adults with intellectual disabilities. We were hoping it would help with their adherence and they would be able to follow along better. And then we are not quite complete with our study yet. We just finished our last intervention session of yoga. So within the next 2 weeks, we will complete our post-test. Post-test will also perform the static and dynamic balance tests. So there are a couple questions that have been brought up. Why did you select this population? My researchers and I selected this population because we've had a lot of experience working with this population, and we do see that there is a need for their balance. Research has shown that people with intellectual disabilities do have poor balance, so we want to see if an intervention of yoga, although it's just a DVD that they perform while we kind of watch and help them out, if that would help them gain better balance. Since yoga has shown this in other populations, not just with intellectual disabilities, that it has improved balance and motor coordination. Second question, do you think there's a difference in the benefit from yoga when the subject performs the yoga with a practitioner in person versus if they did it at home by watching it on TV? I think there would be a difference, especially in adherence. I think they would better follow along if people were there, if there was at least a group or somebody else guiding them, rather than going at home by themselves, because they may not be able to understand the moves that are being performed, the movements, and they just probably wouldn't adhere as well. Their question is, if I work with individuals with disabilities, why is your study important to me? So again, like I said, research has shown that young adults with people with intellectual disabilities do have poor balance, and that can affect them in a lot of their daily lives. So say you work with a population, you'd want them to have improved balance, and this depending on what they're doing. If they're in their day-to-day jobs, maybe walking downstairs, they often hold on to handrails and really have to guide themselves down. And so we can release them from the crutches that they have of their balance that could help them in more of their functional life. So working with that, so say you work with that population, that would be something that you might recommend that would help them. And the final question is, if you did this study again, what would you change and why? We would recruit a lot earlier and a lot quicker and hopefully get a lot more participants, and as well perform the study either for a longer duration or for more sessions per week. We're afraid that this might not be great with our data, but we're hoping it turns out well. Hopefully we'll see significance, but we may not because of the short duration and the few amounts of time. Thank you.